Hey everybody, Steve Spohn here with Spohn Performance, and we wanted to give you a video tour of our Pro Touring rear lower control arms for the 2010 and up Chevrolet Camaro and the 2008 to 2009 Pontiac G8. Our rear lower control arms are 100% bolt-in installation. They're CNC laser cut and CNC form from 3/16 steel. Come in here, we got a factory control arm laying here. You can take a look at it for comparison. It's a typical factory piece, stamped sheet metal. As you can see, it's got a small flexible rubber bushing. Mostly open. They do have some reinforcements from the factory, but not a lot. It's a pretty flimsy piece when you get it in your hands. And you can compare that to our Fabricated Pro Touring rear lower control arms. As you can see, we have it fully boxed wherever possible. The only opening is right here, which is where your shock mounts to the lower control arm. And on this end is where the control arm mounts to the bushing mount on the spindle. We have a lot of gussets in place. You can see we got one here. If you look down in there in the shock mount hole, you can see that gusset. There's also a gusset located inside the control arm directly in line with the end link mount. And there's another gusset approximately here. These are full height gussets inside the control arm that tie the bottom of the control arm, both sides, and the top. So you have 4 gussets total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus your top reinforcement plate here, and of course the rest of the arm fully boxed. Come around the front here, you can see it goes all the way around the front. It's a one-piece formed cap that we put on the top. So it's a very rigid control arm. You're not going to have any flex whatsoever. It's going to give you maximum strength and durability, and it's going to eliminate the wheel hop, give you much better traction and much better handling. One other feature you'll notice if you look at the factory control arm, that hole right there is your shock mounting hole. And as you can see on our control arm, there's 2 shock mounting holes. The top hole will give you factory ride height. The bottom hole will give you 1 1/4 inch lowered ride height. These cars are a little rear high from the factory. We'll use the lower mounting hole, brings it down 1 1/4 inch. Actually levels the car off nice where it just sits at just a tad lower in the rear than the front. It gives it a real nice look, lower center of gravity, and much better handling. It's a pretty cool feature that we put on there. The other nice thing is, since you're lowering the car just by changing the shock mounting location, it doesn't have any effect on your shock travel. So you still have your same full range of shock travel, but it gives you the lowered ride height. To use these Pro Touring rear lower control arms, you will need 18-inch or larger rims to have proper clearance. We also have a Pro Drag rear lower control arm where we only have the original shock mounting hole, and it's very low profile. We come up as high as we can and then drop it down, and that'll give you the clearance you need for a 16-inch rim. So for the guys that want to run a drag rim and drag tire setup, you can go down to a 16-inch tire with those Pro Drag rear lower control arms. You can check those out on our website as well. They're part number C10-222, and these Pro Touring rear lower control arms are part number C10-221. As you can see, these are equipped with fluted polyurethane bushings. And we also have them available for the hardcore race guys with CNC machine Delrin bushings. So it's your choice. You can go polyurethane or you can go Delrin. Same control arm, just different bushings. We're showing you the bright red powder coated units, and they're also available powder coated in gloss black. It's your choice. If you take a look on our website on the product page, you'll see we have a CAD picture on there at the top of the picture list for when we designed these in SolidWorks. And what we did is made that picture transparent, where the outside of it is see-through, so you can see real nicely everything that's going on inside of that control arm. So check that out. It's a pretty cool feature and give you a better idea of what I'm talking about here. As you can see, that's the end link mounting tab for your rear sway bar. Whether you're using the stock rear end links or aftermarket end links like our extreme duty end links that we have, they'll bolt right on there just like on the factory control arm. So we'll head out to the shop now quick, and I'll show you what these things look like on the car. Okay, so we're out here underneath our 2010 Camaro, and you can see the rear lower control arm. As you can see, we currently have it mounted in the lowered position. If you ever want to change your ride height, it's real simple. Just take the nut off that bolt, pull the bolt out, move your shock up, stick the bolt back in. It just literally only takes a couple minutes. And you can see the bushing end is what mounts to your rear cradle. And that open U-end mounts to the spindle. Take a look at the other side. You can see your rear sway bar end link mounting attachment right to the lower control arm. So that's pretty much all there is to show you. Like I said, it's a pretty easy 100% bolt-in installation. Literally 4 bolts, out with the old, in with the new. Stick your 4 bolts back in and you're good to go. Thanks for watching our video. I'm Steve Spohn, and I'll see you at the track.